it's me here with another exciting episode of Kids Learn Colors. I bet you already know all the colors in the rainbow, but how about those super hard to spell colors like indigo or violet? This dye was so expensive back in the day that only the rich people could afford to wear it. Indigo is often used to make denim jeans. The reason why they use this color is because it hides dirt really well. Back in the olden times when people had to work long and hard, indigo-colored pants were perfect for their jobs. It's often used in the fall when people think of pumpkins and leaves. When we mix red and yellow together, we get orange. Now if we add a little bit of blue to our red and yellow mixture, we end up with a very pretty peach color. Okay, I want you to close one eye while I hide behind my back. It is often used for very important things like a wedding, or for magical things like fairies and unicorns. Red and blue make purple, and if we lighten that purple a little bit, we end up with violet. Make sure to click that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And don't forget to share with your friends so they can learn cool stuff too. Bye! Isn't that cool? You can also mix violet with white to make a really nice light color called lavender. That's the color of those yummy cookies Mom sometimes bakes. I love cookies. Violet is a very mysterious color. It makes us feel curious and wonder about the world around us. Now, open your eyes and try to guess what color I'm holding up. Here's one last review of all the colors we learned today. First, we have indigo, then yellow, orange, green, purple, and violet. Now, close your eyes and pick one color that you liked the best. Got it. Now open your eyes and tell me which color you picked. I'll go first. I picked indigo. It's such a cool dark blue color. Wow, let's give a big thumbs up to our brains for learning all these amazing colors today. Brains get all the knowledge and power in our body. Without our brains, we wouldn't be able to learn or grow. We'd be like plants that just sit there. But thanks to our awesome brains, we can learn tons of cool stuff like colors, or even read books, or ride bikes. Our brains are also very delicate, so we need to take care of them. That's why it's a good idea to eat healthy foods like fruits and veggies and get lots of sleep. Sleep helps our brains grow and learn. And speaking of growing and learning, you're growing and learning every single day just by being alive. You're like a little scientist doing experiments to figure out how the world works. And when you get a little bit older, you could be a real scientist discovering all sorts of cool things. Who knows? Maybe you'll even discover a brand new color. Wouldn't that be amazing? Is it A, B, or C? Whoa, you guessed it, right? I knew you'd be a great detective one day. Wow. We can also mix orange with black to get this really cool brown color. These mixtures will help us make tons of art projects later on. Can you think of any art projects that use orange? How about a pumpkin or an autumn leaf? What about orange juice? Orange is a very energetic color. It makes us feel excited and enthusiastic. When we see the color orange, we might start to feel a little bit hungry too because it's often used on fast food signs. It's also the color of many sports teams. Why do you think they use the color orange? That's right, it gets people excited and enthusiastic. Because no matter how dirty they got, their pants would still look nice and clean. It's the color of trees and grass and yummy food like broccoli and limes. You can even get shades of green depending on how much blue you add to it. If you want a lighter green, add more yellow. And if you want a darker green, add more blue. Isn't that cool? Green is a very relaxing color. It's the color of nature and it reminds us of being outside and playing. When we look at the color green, we might feel a little bit calm and peaceful inside. What do you think? Would you like to wear indigo-colored jeans? Maybe you could make some yourself. Back in the olden times, only kings and queens got to wear purple because it was so hard to make. In fact, it took 12 pounds of purple plants to make just 1 pound of purple dye. That's a lot of plants. Today we can make purple very easily, but it's still a very special color. Purple is often used for very important things like a wedding or a king's robe. It's also used for yummy things like grapes and plums. And when we mix red and blue together, we get purple. Now, if we add a little bit of yellow, we can get a lighter color called pink. And if we add a little bit more yellow, we get this really bright color called magenta. This magenta color is so bright that it's almost neon. Wow, purple is a very creative color. It makes us feel imaginative and helps us express ourselves. Just remember, even though it's a little bit darker, it's still a very, very cool color. Well, if you don't know these colors, don't worry because we've got them all covered today. So let's get started. First up, we have the color indigo. Indigo is a dark blue color. It's named after an expensive plant dye. Stand up and stretch out your arms above your head like you're a big superhero. Now slowly bend down to one leg and touch your toes. Now stand back up and stretch out your arms like you're a big superhero about to fly away. Alright, now we're going to do 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take a deep breath and let's go again. This time, we're gonna walk in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, nice job. Now let's do 5 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excellent. And finally, let's do 5 butt kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, you did great. Now sit back down and let's keep learning new colors. Next up, we have the color yellow. Yellow is a bright color that reminds us of sunshine and lemons. When we mix red and green together, we get brown. And when we add white to brown, we get beige. Isn't that neat? That means that you can actually mix yellow into a ton of different colors. It's kind of like a chameleon. What other colors can you make by mixing yellow with other colors? Let me know in the comments below. You can also get lots of different shades of yellow. If you take a look at this paint swatch, you can see that yellow comes in many different shades from light to dark. There's even one shade of yellow that looks a little bit like green. Yellow is a very happy color. It's often used in schools and in kids' rooms because it makes people feel happy and cheerful. Do you feel happy when you look at the color yellow? Alright, now it's time for a brain break. It's time to get moving! Next up, we have the color orange. Orange is a very warm color. Next up, we have the color green. Green is the color of nature. Next up, we have the color purple. Purple is the color of magic and royalty. Now it's time for a super cool magic trick. And now, for the grand finale, we have the color violet. Violet is the color of dreams and imagination. Wow, you learned so many amazing colors today. I bet you'll be a master color mixer in no time. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've learned lots of cool stuff today.